Hello everyone. I have taken a break from YouTube during the holidays, and I hope you had a good holiday time. Hopefully it was restful. And today I am here with an unboxing of a deck I received I think I received it in December. It is the Memento Mori Lenormand, an oracle deck by Claire Goodchild. Claire Goodchild is Black and the Moon on Instagram, and I received it in December, but I was not I just didn't have time to open it yet, so I thought we would open it together. And I bought the deck on a sale that she was having for damaged and open boxed decks. So I got it for I feel like it was $20, but then with shipping it was from Canada, which was $15, it came out to $35. So this is the first time you just saw me take off the shrink wrap. So this is the unboxing. It came with this little bag and the booklet here. I've had a few of her cards on my wish list for a while. The Arcana Tarot, Antique Anatomy Tarot is another of her decks that's produced, a mass market deck, and it's on my list. I just have not gotten around to purchasing it, but I was really excited for this one. So when I saw that she was having a sale, I just jumped on the wagon to get it. And you are about to hear my first impressions here. The box itself just has this small dent, which I don't think it's a big deal for me. So I always, if there's a deck I've been wanting and they have a discount for a damaged box or an open box, I will usually jump on that. And I've gotten a few decks with that, like with this in a special like that. Like the Darkness of Light Tarot was one, and then the Dream Dust Shamanic Tarot is another deck that I purchased in one of those specials with a damaged card or damaged box. Anyway, so I'm gonna flip through the cards and just share a few of my first impressions. So this is a Lenormand deck, but it's also can be used as an oracle, and I really like the style of the decks, just the artwork she uses, and like vintage images, and then combines them with flowers. I watched a few YouTube videos of the deck before I decided to purchase it, just to hear how people were using it. And some of the videos I watched said that this was also a good deck for spirit communication and mediumship. So that was something else that interested me at the time. I really like just the vintage look of the background color, the images, and then the pops of color, green, black, and white so far. This is smoke. I have a few Lenormand decks, but I don't read with Lenormand decks very often. So that's something that I would be studying. But so far I really like the cardstock. Or maybe I should show you the card back. It has this like aged look to it, unless that's one of the damages on the card, but I don't think so. I think this is how they're meant to look. So they have like a worn kind of look. Hopefully you can see. I'm filming this video after the sun has set, and I have as many lights as I can get in here. I'm trying to remember the original Lenormand cards, and I don't think there's a bat card. So maybe there's a few things that are different here. The fox, the bear. I really like ferns. This just reminded me of my grandma had a lot of ferns, and when I was little, I didn't know that ferns, when they're growing, they have this little like ball at the end where the fern is unfurling. So me being a brat, I used to like go around and like pluck those little balls, and until my grandma told me not to do that because I was killing the ferns and the new growth. I really like this star card with the like a map of the sky. Makes me think of astrology charts. Raven. I have I think the bones are really interesting to me. I have been curious about working with bones for a while. I know at first, like when I started working with the tarot, I was interested in bones, which is curious, but I was not ready to like do any kind of work with bones. And over the years, I have continued to be curious, but also just like warming up to the idea that yes, I could work with bones and it's not weird. And I have wanted to find my own bones, but I'm too much of a germaphobe to actually pick up any bone and then figure out how to like clean it properly. So something that I was thinking about was that maybe I could purchase, I know there's some bone reading sets. There's a really good one that I've had on my eye on for quite some time, so maybe this year would be the year to purchase a reading set made of bones. Bone reading set. Anyway, as you can tell, the deck is giving me a lot of different ideas for things to do. So I apologize for this first impressions that are not super focused on the deck. But so far, I really like the look of the cards. I like the vintage anatomy images. I like the juxtaposition of the skeletons with the flowers, so like the life and death themes that it has going on. So I think that after I work with this deck, I really like this key card. And I wonder if in the book, if each of these plants is like a specific plant. I would like to know more about the plants as well. I was saying that after I work with this deck, I would like to maybe get the Antique Anatomy Tarot and also work with that one. I know there's some expansion packs that are available for this deck. I didn't purchase any of them, but maybe in the future that's something I can add to my collection. She also has the Astrology Arcana, I think it's called, which was also on my list at some point when she just released it, but my list is so long I have not gotten around to it. Spirit board. Pretty sure spirit board is not one of the Lenormand cards. Tessiography, chiromancy, crystal ball. Hopefully I'm still in the frame here. The teapot, crown, candle, ladder, puppet. Some of the skeleton cards, or the cards with the human bones, they do have very appropriate, the Plague Doctor. They do have this feeling of getting a little repetitive as I was flipping through some of the bone cards. Yeah, I think this is one of the few decks that I have that has this kind of like a muted or minimalist kind of style. I'm excited to get to use it, especially now in winter where we're like in that transition. We're still pretty deep in winter, but there's that feeling of things that are hibernating or dead right now, soon to come back to life. And just wanted to mention about the mediumship readings and the spirit communication. I also have the mediumship training deck by John Holland and someone else that I can't remember right now. And it's a study deck, and I was working with it a few months ago, and at first I was maybe oh, I have it here. So I'll just show you really quickly. So before getting this deck, I was curious about mediumship, but felt a little apprehensive about exploring that. But then after working with this deck and just learning from some of the cards, I realized that mediumship is like a very natural part of spiritual of your spiritual development, your spiritual growth. So this deck really helped me see mediumship in a different light. Instead of something that's really weird and out there, it's just part of one of the things that you can develop as you are going on your spiritual journey. So this is a bonus deck here. I do recommend this one as a study deck. So there you have my first impressions of the Memento Mori, Lenormand, and Oracle deck by Claire Goodchild. I will definitely be sharing a little bit more once I have worked with the deck some more. So hopefully there will be a review coming in the future. Thank you so much for watching.